a technician that erases memories for a living. It sounds like a good idea to those who cut and sleep at night because of a traumatic event they'd rather forget or a dull ache for a lost love. But it is not all sunshine and roses. For one thing, you never know what you might find in someone's mind. The most common things I erase are, well, ex-lovers. You meet someone, you fall in love, you get married, have kids, the whole shebang. And then one day you realize your spouse isn't the right person for you. So you come to me. What do you want me to do? I ask them. Remove him from your memory. And I do it. After all, why would you want to keep the memory of someone who made you miserable all those years alive in your head? They always say the same thing. Because even though he made me miserable, I loved him once. And you can't remove the memory of someone you once loved just because it hurts. That's not fair. I tell them, I don't do it then. And they always end up coming back, begging me to do it. And I do. It's painful for me too. Why? Because as I suck out the memories, I see them, the image of the person being erased. Sometimes I feel a pang of sadness for these people, because I know no matter how much you try to forget, there will always be a part of you that remembers. Something like a scent can bring it all back, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when I do my job, I always ask myself if it's worth it. If the pain of forgetting is worth the joy of remembering, and sometimes I think it's not. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I haven't gotten used to it. The other day, though, I saw a woman in a client's mind. We had our weekly session. I called her Mrs. H since that's what she was called in the documents. She had a nice life, a loving husband, 3 wonderful kids, a dog named Max, a beautiful house with a garden she liked to take care of. But she wanted me to erase her father from her mind. Her father had passed away 3 months ago, and the pain was still fresh. As I peered into her mind, I asked her, "How does he make you feel?" And she said, "I loved him very much." And as I listened to her talk about her father, I felt like I knew him. He sounded like a wonderful man. After the procedure, I went home and thought about her father. Funny thing is, I always forget the people whose memories I erase. I guess it's for the best. It's easier to do my job that way. But Mrs. H's father was different. I couldn't get him out of my head. I saw his smiling face, heard his hearty laugh. I could almost feel his hand on my shoulder. The next day I went to work. I had another client, Mr. Williams. I erased a few ex-girlfriends from his memory, nothing special. And then he told me he wanted me to erase his wife. I was taken aback. Why? He said, "I don't love her anymore. I fell in love with a colleague of mine and I want to move on." Look, I'm sorry, but I don't do that. It's unethical. You can't remove someone from a person's memory if they're still alive. Don't you know who I am? He shouted. Don't you know who I could make vanish? Then I looked into his eyes and saw a flash of the man from yesterday. He wasn't talking about his wife. He was talking about his father. This happens every day. I hear their stories, their joys, their sorrows. Sometimes they're so real I feel like I'm part of their family. But then they're gone and I forget them, or maybe they forget me. This time it's different. I search my memory banks and I find her. There she is, the woman from Mrs. H's mind. She's in here, in my memories. Who are you? I ask. And she tells me her name. I don't remember asking, but I must have because she laughs and says, "It's okay, you don't remember me. But I remember you. Do you remember the day we met?" She asks. No. Do you remember the day you were born? She asks again. I shake my head. She smiles sadly and says, "I think I'm in love with you." Then she disappears. So now I have a choice to make. Do I erase her from my memory too? What do you think I should do? Leave a comment below. See you next week.